Have you ever wondered how wealth is really built? I mean, really? Forget what you think you know. We're about to break down the mindset that truly separates the rich from, well, everyone else.
It all kicks off with this one single question. It's a puzzle, right? It's fascinated and, let's be honest, frustrated people for ages. Why does it seem like some people just keep accumulating more and more wealth almost effortlessly, while so many others are just struggling to get by? And look, it's a question so many of us ask. The answer, though, it's not some big secret club or a wild conspiracy. It's really about understanding some core principles that we're about to unpack right now.
Now, when we ask this question, these are the usual suspects that pop into our heads, right? You got to have a massive salary, get some kind of lucky break, or maybe you were just born with a trust fund. It's so easy to think that wealth is something that just kind of happens to you instead of something you actively create.
But, as you can probably guess, those common ideas, they don't even begin to paint the full picture. Not even close.
So let's just dive right in and start busting some of the biggest money myths out there. We're going to separate what we think we know from what actually truly drives financial success.
Okay, here it is. This is the core shift in thinking. We're often taught to focus on all these external things we can't control, like where we come from. But the reality? The truth is that wealth is built on internal factors, your mindset and your habits. And guess what? Those are things you are 100% in control of.
And this, right here, is the real roadblock for most people. It's not the number on their paycheck, it's a knowledge gap. That gap is like a giant canyon between where you are right now and the wealth you want to build.
And this is where it gets really, really fascinating. See, the real battle for wealth isn't fought in a bank account. It's fought right inside our own heads. It's this internal conflict between two totally opposite mindsets.
So first up, you've got the scarcity mentality. This is that little voice in your head, you know, the one that says, hey, the pie is only so big and you better grab your tiny slice before it's all gone. This whole belief system is just driven by fear, and it leads to playing defense with your money, making short-term, anxious decisions.
But then, on the complete flip side, you've got the abundance mentality. This is the belief that the pie isn't a fixed size. You can always bake more pies. It's this idea that there's plenty of opportunity out there for everyone. And that way of thinking is what empowers you to be strategic, to take smart risks, and to make confident financial moves.
And just look at how this plays out in real life. A scarcity mindset sees everyone else as competition and saves money purely out of fear. But an abundance mindset, it sees potential partners and collaboration. It invests for growth because it understands that new value can always be created, not just fought over.
Okay, so if it all starts with your mindset, that makes sense. But what does that actually look like day to day? How do you turn that belief system into something you actually do?
All right, let's get practical then. Let's talk about the specific strategies, the actual habits that grow out of a mindset of abundance. It really boils down to 4 key habits. First, they invest wisely. Now, this isn't about gambling. It's about understanding risk and making your money work for you. Second, they build powerful networks. People with an abundance mindset know one great connection can open doors money never could. They see collaboration, not competition. Third, they're relentless learners, always picking up new skills, new knowledge, just to stay sharp. And finally, and this one is huge, they have mastered the art of delaying gratification.
And get this, the crucial point here is that it's not about restricting yourself. It's about having your priorities straight. It's about choosing future financial freedom over some fleeting desire today. That single habit is the engine that allows wealth to compound and just grow and grow and grow over time.
So, as we bring all this together, the path forward starts to look surprisingly clear. It doesn't begin with a lottery ticket or a big promotion at work. It starts with a simple internal shift.
If you take only one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this simple formula right here. Your mindset dictates your habits, and your habits, over time, determine your wealth. It's a direct chain of events. And that is an incredibly empowering thought. Because what it really means is that you are in the driver's seat. Once you understand this connection, you can consciously choose your mindset, you can start building better habits, and you can literally begin to write your own financial story.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. For just a moment, forget about everything you can't control and just ask yourself this. What is one belief you hold about money, just one, that you could begin to change starting right now?